Oh, yeah, there it is. The best of the worst. A Mill Creek collection. And the film I'm going to review today is a 1961 film directed by Coleman Francis, and it's called The Beast of Yucca Flats, starring Swedish pro wrestler Tor Johnson, who you have seen in Plan 9 from Outer Space. Welcome to BodyBags. I'm your Thursday reviewer, Chris, from Chris B Movies. You know my name is Chris, and you know I love B movies. And look at this Mill Creek collection. The best of the worst. I got this one Halloween at Walmart, and it has literally all the films that are so bad that they're good. It has Manos, Track of the Moon Beast, The Beast of Yucca Flats, Ega, The Ape Man, The Amazing Transparent Man, The Atomic Brain, Dementia 13, Unknown World, The Terror, Maze of Lost Women, and The Incredible Petrified World. This is a Bible for things that are so bad that they're great. And The Beast of Yucca Flats is one of those films. It's a film that most people won't make it all the way through. They'll watch 5 minutes and be like, hell, I can't do this. But I have watched it many, many times. I'm going around the 10, 11 mark. So basically, the film is very slim on plot. But I'm going to give you a synopsis anyway, okay? So, from the KGB, Tor Johnson, he's known in the film as Joseph Jaworski. And he's a Russian scientist who's defected to the U.S. with a lot of military secrets. So the KGB assassins have followed him down. They're going to try to kill him and gain the secrets and then bring it back to the USSR. But in the meantime, when Tor comes in, he comes in with an entourage of people there to protect him. But the KGB just kill them all. And now they're chasing him down. But where do you think he ends up? He ends up in Yucca Flats, where they have a lot of atomic testing going on there. So as he's running away in the Yucca Flats, an atomic test goes off, a big bomb goes off, and everybody goes flying everywhere, literally. And Tor falls down, and then when he gets back up, he is basically this just killing machine. A man formerly known as a scientist, now a killing machine, and willing to kill anybody, mindlessly wandering around. And anybody, like I say, who comes into the Yucca Flats, he's just going to take them and choke them out. That's what he does. He chokes people to death. In the beginning, there was a woman getting out of the shower, and you see someone choking her, which I don't understand because that's the beginning of the film, and that's before the atomic test blew off, so I don't know if they were going back in time or what. So basically, a family goes down to the area, and the kids go missing, so the parents are looking for the kids, and basically Joseph Jaworski, as this just mindless killing machine, is going after the kids. The kids are hiding and he's just chasing them down. And he kills a few other people in the process, like a couple whose car broke down. He basically chokes both of them out and kills them both. And as the family searches frantically, there's a group of cops. One guy is like this military ace who is a parachute. Jumps out of planes, and he's also has a gun. He's ready to kill this guy who's killing people in Yucca Flats. This guy comes from the military. So one of the cops, he comes from the military. So he would jump out of planes. He'd shoot people down, and he's a paratrooper. And he plans on trying to kill the beast, but he confuses the father, who is looking for his two kids, as the beast. So he takes about 1,000 shots at the father while the father's running, trying to run away from him, and also in the midst trying to find his kids. And it appears the father gets shot so many times, but then he falls down and gets back up. And apparently, he finds his kids eventually. But I'm not going to tell you how that happens. You have to watch The Beast of Yucca Flats to find out. But will they get Joseph Jaworski, who's like this mindless killer in Yucca Flats? Will the kids survive? Will the father get the kids and come out unscathed because this paratrooper thinks he's the killer? Or will he find the real killer? And will the real killer have an encounter with a little bunny at the end of the film? Those of you who have watched this know what I'm getting at in this film. Okay, this is a very odd film. This thing is basically has an omniscient narration going on throughout the entire film. Like somebody's walking, he's now walking. That's how this film is narrated. People talk, but when people talk, their backs are turned because I guess something went wrong with the audio in this film, and they don't show people speaking. And there are times when the people's mouths are going up and down, nothing's coming out. You don't hear anything. You just hear the narrator talking over them. And every time you hear dialogue between some of the characters, their backs are turned. So I think something went wrong with the audio, with the camera and everything like that. A lot of glitches in the process, but let's just make this movie anyway. And this was a total vehicle for Tor Johnson, who was in Plan 9 from Outer Space, and got a lot of notoriety, and was in, was one of the few wrestlers, pro wrestlers back in the day, to have acting roles. I know Stanisław Sabisco, sorry about that, was in Night in City, a Jules Verne film from back in the day. But there really wasn't a whole lot of wrestlers who went into acting. Nowadays, you see tons of wrestlers also in movies, acting and stuff. But back in the day, it was very rare. He was a Swedish pro wrestler from back in the day. And of course, he gained notoriety from being in Plan 9 from Outer Space. But in this film, he just wanders around aimlessly and just chokes people out. And that's basically what he does through the whole film. He has absolutely no dialogue in the film. And the scene with the family and with the two kids, oh my god, those two kids are obnoxious. At one point, they go to the stream. Oh, is that water? And the other kid looks up, I think that is water. And they go down and they start drinking the water from the stream. I guess back in the day, you could do stuff like that. The mother of the two kids, she looked as big as Tor Johnson. She looked like she'd go toe-to-toe with Tor Johnson, man. She was a big mama. And the father was just this feeble little old man who was just in desperate need trying to find his kids while getting shot at by a paratrooper who confused him for the killer. This film's a blast, man. Some of the dialogue is hysterical. A la Plan 9 from Outer Space. When you hear some of the narration and the dialogue in that film, it transcends over to this film. It really does. Conrad Brooks, who played a cop in Plan 9 from Outer Space, had a small little bit role in this film as well. I actually met him at a convention. He was a really nice old man. Nobody knew who he was, but I did. And I was like, oh my god, Conrad Brooks, you're a legend. But nobody else knew who he was at that convention. It was kind of odd, because I'm a huge Plan 9 from Outer Space fan. Most people are not going to get through this film. You see a lot of the same scenes over and over and over again, just in different situations. That's about as weird as it gets. It's very weird. It's very odd. But for me, the more I watch it, the more I like it. The more I like it each time. I'm into B movies. I have a lot of patience with movies, and I kind of like The Beast of Yucca Flats. But like I say, it's not for everyone. The first time you watch it, you're going to be like, that was the worst goddamn film I've ever seen. But the more you watch it, the more it has charm. Some of that charm comes out of it. And I love Tor Johnson. He's quite a presence. So anyway, for most people, on the cheeseometer, 10 being the highest, 1 being the worst, most people would give it a 1. But I would give it a 6, only because I have an appreciation for this film. I've seen this film a 1,000 times. It's by no means my favorite B movie of all time. Not as good as Plan 9, not as good as Troll 2, not as good as Manos. But it's a fun little watch. And I think everybody should watch this film at least once. No? Still not selling at it? Oh well, I tried. Anyway, check out The Beast of Yucca Flats and see if you can get the Mill Creek DVD edition of all the best of the worst films. This is a true Bible for me of B movies. A true classic B movies. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thank you so much for watching. Check out Beast of Yucca Flats, or I'm gonna send Tor Johnson your way. And check out all the other reviewers. They all do a bang-up job. They all love films just like we do. Oh, yeah. And please like if you like this video. And please subscribe to BodyBags. And, of course, Chris B Movies. Because when you see Chris B, you never know what you're going to get. Oh, yeah. And, again, tune in next week. But don't forget to watch those late-night horror movies, albeit horror B movies. Read up on your latest Fright Mags. And again, don't forget to tune in to another episode of the show we call BodyBags. And I'll see you next week.